Hello to sunny Thailand. We have escaped the Australian winter and come to Thailand to do some exploring and a bit of a holiday. We're also going to be exploring today an island by bicycle. To get to the island, we first need to jump on a boat, which we're about to do. And I also want to pose a question to you. Are trips like this good for the trained cyclist? Let's find out. And I'd like everyone to say hello to Phil. Phil has been in many of my videos so far, but on this trip he's actually going to be in videos. So what do you reckon to the trip today, Phil?
Well, I'm going to make a prediction about the type of bike we're going to get. It's supposed to be mountain bikes, but I reckon they're going to be pretty rickety, but we will find out when we get there.
We have just got off the boat and now we're in a car going to the bike shops. It will just be an attraction.
Well, they're better than I thought. They're not rickety. They're not top end either. You've got Altus group set on these, so it'll do the job, but only one front chainring, so hopefully there's not many hills, because I don't like hills. Have you noticed that the brakes are the wrong way around?
Yes.
Okay, something to remember.
Okay, we've just left the port, a couple of kilometres in, cruising along nicely.
So far, so good. I like this. This is flat.
Going into the rice field to see a buffalo. Hello, Mr. Buffalo or Mrs. Buffalo.
One thing this doesn't prepare you for is the smell. Buffalo poo. I'm hoping this is an ice cream stop. It's 31 degrees and about 85% humidity. It's warm.
Not an ice cream, but just as good.
So if you're wondering whether this is hard or not, no, definitely not. My heart rate's at 78. I'm not even in zone 1. I'm nowhere near zone 1. Although I feel like we've been going downhill for quite a while.
Oh wow, look at that. Wow, that's impressive.
Are you warm enough?
Very warm, and you can see lots of islands. All these trees are rubber trees. It's the #1 agriculture in southern Thailand. We go off-road and uphill apparently. Just come down an awesome downhill bit. That was good. Now we're just waiting for everybody. So you remember that awesome descent I just said I was having lots of fun on? Unfortunately our guide Lee has crashed coming down that, has bashed his head and he's going to need some stitches. So we are now in the middle of the island waiting to know what to do. We've found the tour operator, there's an ambulance taxi coming for the guide, and then we'll get word about what we do, whether we make our own way back to the ferry or we wait for another guide to come. Very unfortunate. I was having lots of fun down there. Well, first priority is to make sure our guide is okay.
Got up to the middle of the island first and then stopped to film people coming over, so by the time they'd all gone past and I'd hopped back on, there was a bit of a gap, and I came down the other side to see what I thought was Michelle falling off, because they both had the kind of green top on. Oh no. And then I realised it wasn't Michelle, it was Lee, and he wasn't moving, he was just on the ground. He wasn't wearing a helmet and he'd hit his head pretty badly. He'd split it open just up here.
That is our descent, and that is our guide on the floor, luckily with a local trying to assist. And the lady we're riding with, she's a surgeon, so she jumped into full mode first aider, so very, very lucky. Always wear a helmet, kids. So after we waited for the ambulance, we now have a new guide who is taking us somewhere. His English is very bit, he says, a little bit. So we're interested to see what happens now.
It was literally about 2 or 3 k's off the spine of the island, and it was a quick stop at an art gallery to do some painting. So
Batik painting.
So off we go again. I reckon the next stop is probably going to be lunch, which I'm looking forward to. Now, whilst these tropical forests and waterfalls are very beautiful, they are ridden with mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes like me. It look like a pincushion at the moment. So bring some mozzie spray if you're going to do this ride.
Fried rice, eggs, spring rolls. Come on, yum yum. It is ridiculously warm.
It's like getting into a bath.
I thought we were going to be cycling up this hill, but we're not. We're going to go down there to a waterfall. Off the beaten track waterfall. So all that mud, water, was to avoid a hill, and I'm glad that was good fun.
This is all very lush and tropical. I think this is the main road. Not a lot of traffic, but there's more than there was on the little tiny tracks we started with. Must have done nearly 20k by now. 18. Doesn't sound very far, but in this heat and this humidity, it's actually quite tiring.
Yes, and I'm just constantly dripping.
Yeah, and to drink an awful lot.
Almost back to bike shop. So to answer the question at the start, is this tour good for people who are seasoned cyclists like ourselves and maybe even fitter? For me, I like to get on a bike whenever I visit anywhere. It allows you to get away from the crowds a little bit and slow down and experience things. If you're in a car or a minibus, you don't necessarily get that. What about you?
Well, Garmin congratulated me on my recovery ride. So apart from going up the hills in the middle of the island where I did sneak into zone 3, most of it was below zone 1. A cruisy ride, not really much in the way of sort of physical training, but that wasn't what we're after today. We just wanted to see a bit more of the culture and the island.
I hope you enjoyed this little video of our cycling tour of an island in Thailand. If you have any questions or comments about the video or the places we saw today, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you at the next one.